Today we are going to be creating our puzzle pieces in Inkscape. The first thing that I want to check is to make sure that on my document properties I am using the document properties for the puzzle piece that are written on the board rather than the one that was in the previous video on how to set up the document properties. You need to watch that one to be able to actually see how to do that. But you need to use these specific numbers because if you don't, your puzzle piece will not fit with your peers. The next thing that I'm going to do is to make sure that I can work off of two screens at once. So I'm going to take and I'm going to drag this over to the side until I see the outline, and then it will show me half the screen. I don't want to just see these blue boxes. I want to be able to see all of the small grid lines that I set up. So I'm going to hit the plus on the keyboard until I see all 10 by 10 in the bigger square. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find my puzzle piece on Google Classroom. So once you log into Google Classroom, you're going to come to the regular puzzle. You're going to click on that puzzle. This is A, B, C, D, E, and F. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I wanted to find C3, I would go over to row C, which is here, and go down 3 puzzle pieces. This would be my puzzle piece. Since nobody is working on F5, I'm going to go all the way over to F, and I'm going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The reason that I'm looking at the entire puzzle is so I know what my puzzle piece looks like. This is how the grid was set whenever I first pulled up Inkscape, where it is not zoomed in. This doesn't help me to trace along the lines very specifically, knowing the exact measurements. So once I know what my puzzle piece looks like, I'm going to go back into the other puzzle pieces and I'm going to find my F5. This is D1 and 2, E1 and 2, F1 and 2, D3 and 4, E3 and 4, F3 and 4, and so on. I'm looking for F5. So if I come over here, I'll notice my F and my 5 is right here. I'm going to click on that. It has those 3 puzzle pieces, and now knowing that mine looks like this, also knowing that it's a corner piece helps me find this one easy. I can actually use the specific little grid to be able to draw my puzzle piece exactly. All of these were drawn at a vertex, so you are going to count from the nearest vertex so that you can actually find the number that you need to go over. I'm going to also drag this one to the side. Now this makes this kind of small, so I am going to either push the plus key on my keyboard or I'm going to use my mouse. And I'm going to drag it over with my mouse so that I can see my puzzle piece. I'm going to pick one corner to start at, and I'm going to count how many it takes to get to the next corner or the vertex. So I'm going to start with this one. I'm going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If you'll notice, it goes from one darker line to another here. So technically I can count by tens if I know where that dark line is. So 10, 20, and now I'm going to count 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. That's the benefit of setting up this grid, because I can quickly and easily know that from here, and make sure your snap grid is turned on. It should look like it's pressed down. That way it snaps very nicely to the corners. So I'm going to click with my pencil tool. I'm going to go down. There's 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now this line matches up with this puzzle piece. I'm going to do the same thing with all sides. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this goes over from there. 10 more, that's 16, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So I'm going to take this over 3 whole boxes, 10, 20, 30. Now I've made the corner part of my puzzle piece. This is where it gets a little tricky. We're going to count up from the last piece. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Notice that is the closest one to this box, so it's 7. I'm going to click and I'm going to count as I go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'm going to click there. Once I click there, I'm going to count up and then over. The benefit of using the pencil tool is once I click, I can use it to count, and whenever I actually wanted to draw the line, I don't have to draw it the whole time. I can click again. So I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and over 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, over 1, 2, 3. Now I'm going to count from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to make a click so that it draws my line. I'm going to move down and over to figure out how far it is to make this slant. So I'm going to go from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It should be the same distance as it was since this is a parallel set of lines. So it is 5, but instead of going over 3, we are only going over 1, 2. So I'm going to go down to where I was and come over 2. Now this is going to line up with this other piece, so I don't even really have to count that. I just have to go from here to the point that I just had. Now I'm going to count over from this side since it's going to be the least one. If I count over from this side, I'm going to be counting a lot. So I'm going to start over here and I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, I'm going to count up and over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and over 2. Counting from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and then again, I know how far it is to here, so really all I need to do is count over from here to here, which is 2. Now all I have to do is connect the last line, and I have my puzzle piece drawn. Now what I need to do is I need to trace the actual image onto my puzzle. So you are going to be using the picture of the puzzle that has the eagle on it. And we will be doing that in the next video.